Hey everybody, it's Blind Bites, and it's time to open something again. We have another viewer suggested unboxing, but I could not find the original people who asked for it. It was multiple people, as I remember, so we're kind of just gonna have to go with it. We are opening Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boisée. I have GG, EDP, RP, Reserve Privee. This is a beast. Whiskey, iris, vanilla. Very, very nice scent. I also got the new Society, which is apparently a departure. And it's also in a different bottle size, which is kind of freaking annoying. But it is what it is. Anyways, we are going to be doing GG EDP B, which I'm pretty stoked for. More iris. I think this is supposed to be a bit woodier, however, as opposed to that vanilla whiskey kind of thing. I'm 99.9% sure this came before Reserve Privee, so they would have reason to change it up after this if this was a bit on the darker side. But only time will tell. I don't think we should speculate too much. The accords on Fragrantica are woody, warm, spicy, powdery, more of that iris, fresh, spicy, and I read all the way down here because I'm a little interested in the cacao. Imprinted batch code on the bottom, if you can make that out. I'm not sure how many people actually watch to the other end, the other side, but there is a full review, batch code, price, and everything on the other side of the waterfall. So even if you just want to scroll ahead, look for the waterfall right at the end of that 2.5 seconds, that's where the full review starts. And look at that. I really like these bottles. They're just so clean and just really nice looking. A little speck on there. Clear, as opposed to the ambery whiskey. Very telltale of what that is. The boozy iris. This, not so much. Clear, probably. And a little booster off the atomizer. Let's give her a pretty quick off the atomizer on that one. I guess I'm gonna have to check the video to see how good that one was, but it almost seemed primed off the shot. Anyways, first one's already hot, I guess. So, ooh, okay, yeah. Bit powdery off the top. Not the same waxy iris. It's almost a bit drier. It smells... Maybe my nose is just busted, or I don't know. I'm just maybe I'm just losing it, you guys. But another one that smells vaguely reminiscent of a candle section. So waxy but a different time. The Sauvage Elixir, that's what I'm referencing. I said it smelled like the holiday candle section at a department store. This doesn't smell like the holiday time. This is like spring or summer. Man, this is friggin' delightful. Okay, let's see what kind of notes we got. So, on the top, we have black pepper, geranium, and coriander. In the middle, we have iris, cacao pod, and cedar. In the bottom, we have woodsy notes, we have sandalwood, and patchouli. And so far, this is freaking delightful. Give ourselves a couple extra, even though it's late at night. I guess we'll call this scent of the night. Man, this is really nice. Right off the bat, I kind of want to say I sort of prefer this to Reserve Privee, just because it's not ambery, it's not vanilla-y. Maybe I've just been wearing too many like ultra sweet like fragrances. This, and it's not, that's another thing, is there's a lot of as I film this, a lot of springtime top 10s coming out, and I look out my door and there's 3 feet of snow. So I don't really think it's very springtime here in central New York, but this is kind of like a nice, fresh and uplifting, springy kind of scent. This is really, really GD nice. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty cool, guys. I can't wait to wear this for the next few days and really get some use out of it, because this is great. It's not offensive and just overall just really good. It's a different kind of iris. It's still there, but it is a different kind of iris. And yeah, it's just kind of, it's sort of flowery. The geranium's not soapy, really, per se, which it can tend to come off sort of soapy in other scents, I've found. I don't really know what's going on with the cacao pod. Maybe it's not supposed to smell chocolatey. Maybe I'm not just not getting it, you know, which does happen. Things smell different to everybody. Scent is, at the end of the day, subjective as. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna love wearing this out. I'm already stoked onto it. Thank you guys, whoever requested this. Please let me know down in the comments. I'll give you full credit. Yeah, big ups. Very good choice. Thank you very much. I'll let you guys know how it works out on the other side of the waterfall. Okay, guys, let's wrap up Gentleman Boisée. I've got the next few requests lined up right there, so we don't want to spend too much time just on Boisée. That'd be a little unfair when there's a lot more to come. Batch code, we've got 2C01, which means it was made in March of last year, so this is 1 year old. And I got this off of FragranceNet for $83.99. It's got 3.3 ounces on the bottle, so that works out to $25.45 an ounce, which I've found to be about right around where good designer scents seem to fall, somewhere in that $20 to $30 range. Anything on and beyond generally ends up being a little on the pricier side of things and really needs some sort of justification for that. But luckily, these Givenchy Gentlemen kind of sit right in that $25 area, and that's kind of nice. The projection is pretty good. It's not stellar, it's not crazy, it doesn't punch anybody in the face, but it's not bad. It made its way through the Sauvage gauntlet that's my notebook, and you know, it held its own, unlike Pinot Sylvester prior. The longevity is pretty good. It's about 8 to 12 hours. It'll get you through a work day. And even when you're just chilling around in the evening, you're still going to get some wafts off of this. So it does actually hold its own. You're going to get good longevity out of this. And it's really not too bad. I've also got a note that says the sillage is actually very good in comparison to the projection. When just walking around my house, I was actually noticing where the places I had been, I was walking back through and going, oh, damn, like, that's Boisée right there. It just dumped off right there. Go through the kitchen, come back, and there it is again. Really nice if you, in that aspect. So, overall, This is kind of a fresh and clean springtime scent. So this was opened, you know, about perfect timing. The weather's horrible here in central New York, but for everybody else, it would work out great. It's a bit woody, but not super woody off the top. It is reminiscent of Eau Electrique, which is why I brought this out. But it is not as sweet, whereas Eau Electrique is a lot closer to, well, it's not a lot closer. That's the wrong thing to say. It is reminiscent of Versace Eros off the top, but Gentleman Boisée really isn't. It is fresher, cleaner, as opposed to fresher, sweeter. So if you're actually looking for something that's not as loud and bright and slightly youthful off the top, then this is going to be a better choice. Not to mention the performance on Boisée is much better than Eau Electrique. I found, like I said, 8 to 12 hours, good projection. I think I found, 6 to 8 on this, about the same projection, but not that nice sillage. The Boisée has just a touch of iris, which I think is what keeps it in the same vein as the other Gentlemen's. It's not quite as pronounced, it's not as waxy and in your face as Reserve Privee. It's just a little touch in there. And it's a lot more noticeable when it's fresh. And after the long dry down, it's just kind of not really there. It's actually not really all that prominent throughout the mid, but it is there. It keeps in the Gentleman line. Other than, I believe, Society is a new deviation, and there are some other ones that I have not tried. Obviously, the EDP, EDT, and Intense, I believe, is one of them as well. So, I am not all knowing. We're still working our way through this, guys. It is a bit sweet and fresh at first, but it dries into a classy woody scent. That is for sure. And, like I said, this is a nice springtime scent that's going to be appropriate for most situations. Unlike, well, I take that back. I'll say all situations, unless you're really trying not to ruin the scent on something like a funeral or something like that. It's going to be good for all situations, work, casual, play. It's going to project well. It's not crazy club punching people in the face, but, it'll work if that's what you're trying to do. It's not as youthful as Eau Electrique, I don't believe. I think you could probably leave this one and grab this one instead. I think this is a pretty decent buy. I don't think anybody should be disappointed in it, although that being said, my guy Lon, he's really only masculine forward, so I don't think this is going to really be for him. This kind of has that Macy's effect we talk about. It's that fresh kind of department store kind of blast, you know what I'm saying? But into the evening, long into the day, this is big, just woody bass. The bass is woodsy notes, sandalwood, and patchouli. And another one of the patchoulis that is not just a crazy wook stank. They're like Paco Rabanne Ultra Red. That patchouli is wook patchouli, and this isn't. That's the only way I could put it. This is nice woods, dark, and it's gentlemanly, it's classy, and this is one that I think just about anybody can pull off. It's going to be better than Reserve Privee for most situations. I think Reserve Privee is kind of bombastic in its own right. It projects a lot stronger. It's more of a date kind of thing, in my opinion, and maybe is not as universal as something like Boisée. So that's why, if I was given the choice between the two, I would probably reach for Boisée first before Reserve Privee, depending on the situation. So it's all situational, guys. This is a really nice stink. Maybe you should pick it up. I won't tell you not to, but I'm also not going to say, hey, go out, run out, spend your money, and buy this right now, because really you don't need to. You only buy it if you want to. And this is a really good one to buy if you want to. So that being said, guys, until next time, find something that's as unique as you are, wear it unabashedly. Until I see ya, take it easy. Thanks, guys.